Hello everyone and welcome to the first race of 4 tonight for the RPES Night in America. We start off with the 360 non-wing sprint cars here at Eldora. 25 laps of distance. I believe we have either 8 or 9 cars currently signed in and still in the session. We're watching 𝐀𝐦𝐿 right now, who just went second quick. So Tim Snyder now top of the board with a 14.838. Now goes fast with the 14.767. Is now for Chase Shaft. Works the line for his second lap. Just a little bit slower though, as he ran at 14.797 that time. It's like everyone currently that is left in the session. So we got 7 cars in the session right now, and they all have ran their laps to this point. All these cars will advance to one heat race, as if we have 10 or under or less cars, it'll just be one heat race, and they'll 8 laps of distance. All will transfer to the feature, and more than likely, since we only have 7 cars, we'll run the majority of the warm-up session, which will be 5 minutes. That way we can get the track as slick as possible for the 25 lap feature. Just a little bit of a rundown of what is going on for tonight's action. We'll have this session right after this at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Session will open for the Dirt Street Stocks, who will also be here at Eldora 25 lap feature. We'll be live with that one at about 6:45 Eastern, and then right after that, 7:15 Eastern is when the UMP modified session will go up, and we'll be live with that at 7:30. And then to round out the night will be the Pro Late Models at session opening at 8, and we'll be live at 8:15. All the races will be free to enter tonight, and we'll all be live right here on Reigel Promotions Esports. So without further ado, your first heat race of the night. Susan Willing will be on the pole in the 128, alongside James Fries in car number 1. Starting third will be Tim Snyder. Fourth, Chase Shaft. 𝐀𝐦𝐿 to go from 5th. 6th, Camden Gossard. And 7th is Matthew Hobbs, as Jet and DJ, I do not believe, are in the session. There's a 4-car invert. That is why Chase Shaft will line up from the 4th spot instead of on the pole. It's like we're just waiting on our 3rd place starter of Tim Snyder at the moment. Still waiting on the number 5 car, but I believe we should be rolling off here any second now. Does look like the 5 is not going to make the call, so that will slide up the 96 of 𝐀𝐦𝐿 to the second row, and they will now start from the third spot. And Matthew Hobbs will now start fifth. So be 6 cars for 8 laps here at the world's greatest dirt track, Eldora Speedway. We'll get the white flag this time at the line, and then next time around we will get the third-party gaming green flag. Susan, when they get to the middle of 3 and 4, has, and now fire now as the green flag is out in heat race number 1. They're almost 3 wide there out of turn number 2. Chase Shaft making quick work to get almost into the second spot, but James Fries there in that car number 36 will have the momentum and he will work back to the second spot. Top side once again nearly prevails, but now Susan works up to the top and blocks the lane away. Crossover move by Fries though puts him up to the top spot. See, 3 different lines around Eldora Speedway right now. Now, Chase Shaft has worked to the top side. We'll see if he's going to be able to prevail, and he does. He takes over that second spot. They make some netcode contact there coming out of turn 4, but both of them hang on to it. Chase Shaft puts it in the fence. 126 comes up, and that spins the number 3 around. Good news for Shaft, though, is that no matter what, he will be in the show tonight. As 𝐀𝐦𝐿, that did open the door for him, as now he is all over the 128. White flag is out for your race leader. James Fries, he loops it going into turn number 3. That now opens the door for 𝐀𝐦𝐿. 𝐀𝐦𝐿 is now going to steal the win in heat race number 1. A tough break there for the 36 there of James Fries. Lose the heat race there in the final corner. But your results for your one and only heat race for the night: 𝐀𝐦𝐿 with the win over Camden Gossard. Susan Willing finishes 3rd, 4th James Fries, and 5th Chase Shaft, 6th Matthew Hobbs, and 7th Tim Snyder, who looks like they just missed the start. They did come out there at the end. As I said earlier, we do have our warm-up session here, which is normally brought to you by the Night Owl Racing League. I will probably run a good majority of this warm-up session. That way we can work this track into shape. See Chase Shaft hitting the wall there going into turn number 1 and 2. Tim Snyder taking a tough ride around here right now. He's definitely banging the wall down from the sound of it, at least. I will tell you from experience, these cars are definitely not to be taken lightly. They are definitely more of a challenge than you'd ever think they are. Anyone's ever wondering what camera angle I have when I'm doing race control, this is the one. I like to be able to see every single angle of the racetrack. That way I can call out any yellows that need to be thrown. A lot of race control people in iRacing do not like to, they don't really need a camera like this because they like to look at the, I don't know, they have usually have a race control software they look at, but I like to do it the old-fashioned way, just as I do in real life, where when you're in the tower, you can see the whole racetrack, and it just makes it much easier for me when I can see everything. But I do believe track's just about ready to advance here, so we're going to advance here at about a minute left. As I believe now we are down to, once again, 6 cars in the session. It's like Cameron Gossard had just disconnected. But without further ado, here is your starting lineup for tonight's race 1 of 4 for RPES Night in America. Clayton Wise will go from the pole after winning the heat race. Cameron Gossard, who we believe now is out of the session, will not start second. But so James Fries in car 1/36 will now start in the second spot. Susan William go from third. Fifth will be Chase Shaft. Sixth will be Matthew Hobbs. Then Tim Snyder will round out the field there in car number 5. So now the field will roll off behind the iRacing pace truck. Well, it's going to be 6 cars, 25 laps around the high banks at Eldora Speedway. Oh, got Tim Snyder doing burnouts. He must think he's going to win already. But Clayton Wise will be able to fire at any point once they reach the middle of turn number 3 and 4. jumps on the loud pedal, and the third-party gaming green flag is out. 𝐀𝐻𝐿 out to the start, as now we're going to get the pyro fireworks here at Eldora for what seems like 5 laps. James Fry is quickly going to try and make up for that mistake there in the heat race. He works alongside the 96. He gets up into the wall there in turn number 3 and 4, though. Chase Shaft will follow suit. See, man, Susan there sending in, nearly made contact with the 36 car. Just want to make sure here quick if there was not any blacks. As 𝐀𝐻𝐿 still leads the way here with almost 5 laps complete. See, James Fries is beating the fence down for all it's worth up top. See, he's almost gotten alongside the 96 now. As they head in, but he now gets to the wall, cannot get off of it. See, now loses that second spot to Chase Shaft as he falls back to 4th. So we get our first yellow of the night. It's like Tim Snyder and James Fries were involved here. Oh, it looks like, at least appeared there from that angle, that Fries gets into the wall, slides up into the wall there, just got a little bit too deep, and Snyder had nowhere to go. Try to see if I can get a different camera angle of that one though first. Yep. Car just got tight there in the middle of the corner and pushed all the way up into the fence. Luckily these drivers do have one fast repair though. So they will, as long as they didn't have to tow back to the pits, they should be able to make it back out for this next restart. 𝐀𝐻𝐿 though, at 96, has led every single lap so far from the pole. Chase Shaft from 5th to 2nd. I believe will be your current hard charger at the moment. They double up. I believe they should be coming back to the green flag this time. Once again, 𝐀𝐻𝐿 has the choice of when they want to fire, any point after they reach the middle of turn number 3 and 4. As looks like Tim Snyder ran into the right rear there of Matthew Hobbs in turn number 1 and 2. But everyone keeps it going. Chase Shaft's going to have a heck of a run here out of 4. Nearly clears him there at the line. Stay 3 wide momentarily. Chase Shaft to the point here at Eldora. 𝐀𝐻𝐿 is still in the 2nd spot. And 3rd is Susan Willing. Once again, you can see there are 3 different lines you can really run around here. Top side seems to be preferred if you can run it hard enough. But as you can see, the race leaders right now are really running that slide job line, which normally in the wing sprint cars is the preferred line. As last lap, Chase Shaft was 4/10 faster than your 2nd place driver, 𝐀𝐻𝐿, so he continues to pull away here as we reach the halfway point when they get to the line. Like Tim Snyder has pulled off into the pit area, as Matthew Hobbs is also in the pits at the moment as well. So your top 3 drivers on the speedway are the only 3 drivers on the speedway at the moment. As things are getting a little quiet here, let's go on board with your race leader, Chase Shaft. You see definitely sawing at the wheel. At least your closest battle at the moment is for that second spot. Still about a second, though, separate your second and third place drivers. You see Chase Shaft just put Matthew Hobbs a lap down, as now he is back on the speedway after making a quick pit stop for some repairs. 5 laps to go this time at the line for your race leader, Chase Shaft. Chase Shaft has never won with Reigel Promotions Esports. That definitely looks like, barring catastrophe, will change here in tonight's event. As lap times have considerably slowed, about 3 or 4 tenths slower now than they were running about 10 laps ago. As does look like something happened to 𝐀𝐦𝐿. I'll try to go back and get a look at what happened here quickly while we got a chance. It's like maybe he just ghosted out of the set. Maybe he had some connection issues. But that does move up Susan Willing to your second spot now. But Chase Shaft has over a 5-second gap to the 128 car. As they go through 3 and 4 for the final time. Checkered flag is out for Chase Shaft for the first time ever. Susan Willing will finish second. And third will be Matthew Hobbs. As fourth place will be 𝐀𝐦𝐿. After not some connection issues there, I believe. And fifth place will be Tim Snyder. And sixth, James Fries, who looked very fast early on. Once again, congratulations there to Chase Shaft, who picks up his first ever win with Reigel Promotions Esports. See, he now, along with Mason Hannigan, are now the only 2 drivers to have ever won a non-wing 360 event with our league. Once again, we'll be live here shortly, as at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, the Dirt Street Stock session will be up in the Hosted Session tab on iRacing. And I'll be back live with that race at 6:45 p.m. Eastern. It's open to anyone that wants to join, so come on out and join us for some fun. And we have our big race tomorrow night. It's free to enter for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Got about 27, 28 cars signed up right now. Be 200 miles, 134 laps at the Kansas Speedway in the Heartland 200. That'll be live on Pit Stop TV, so make sure to check that one out. And next week, we'll be live with the Dirt Late Model stream for the Dirt Pro Late Models right here at Eldora Speedway. So thank you for joining us, and we'll see you here in about half an hour.